Hey guys, Charlie here. And in this video, I want to talk about Halloween Ends, the third installment in the Halloween franchise. It was very interesting. I really enjoyed it. It was intense. It was scary. It was it was suspense. There were a lot of suspense. There were a lot of nerve-wracking moments in the film. It stars Jamie Lee Curtis, who is the screen queen. Uh, you know, in the film, it's 4 years after the events of Halloween Kills, and Jamie Lee Curtis is living with her granddaughter Allison. She's writing her memoirs, and she's like, I'm not gonna be afraid anymore. I'm gonna live. I'm not gonna live in a house full of guns and locks and stuff. I'm gonna live free. I'm not gonna be in bondage by fear. So she now introduced her granddaughter to this young man named Corey. He's played by Rohan Campbell, and they start getting close and everything. But unfortunately, Corey killed a little boy by accident, like in Halloween 2019. It was a very nasty prank that the 10-year-old boy was playing on him, but it went horribly wrong, and he died in the process. He got killed by Corey by accident. It was really bad though, and so um her granddaughter Allison now takes him on a date to a Halloween party, costume party, and while they're there, the mother of the boy that Corey killed by accident was there, and she now taunts him like, "Oh, you're here having a good time, and my son is dead. I'm still mourning his loss." So Corey now leaves. So Allison now tries to like tell him not to let that get to him, but like he still leaves. He doesn't stay. So he now leaves. So on his way home, he now gets bullied by these high school kids. They throw him off a low bridge, a low bridge, and because of the events of Halloween Kills, no one has seen, the ending of Halloween Kills. Like, no one found, the authorities didn't find the body of Michael Myers. They didn't, so like they know he's alive, he's out there somewhere. So like everyone is still on edge because of Michael Myers. They're still like, everyone is still unsettled because of that. So where he got when Corey got thrown over the low bridge, where he like landed on, there was this homeless man. He's just, he's there. There's this creepy song he's always singing. So he doesn't do anything. He just looks at Corey's body and just does nothing. So it turns out Michael Myers has been living living in the sewers that has like an opening under that low bridge. So he now comes out and drags Corey's body into the sewers. So Corey now wakes up, and and Michael Myers kind of like grabs hold of him when he wakes up, when he tries to leave the sewers. He now grabs hold of him and his neck, like wants to strangle him. So like in that moment, I don't know what happened. Like Corey's life flashes through his eyes or something, and he now comes out of um the the sewers, and he's like freaking out. Like, wait a second, like that was Michael Myers. Like he saw him, he saw the mask and everything. So like that's Michael Myers. Like he's freaking out. Then that homeless man, the old guy who saw him fall and did nothing, now like grabs hold of Corey. That's when they should go back into into the sewers and get him the mask of Michael Myers. And he wants it that anyone who Michael Myers drags in there never comes out alive. Like, why did he let you live? So they're not like struggling, and the guy had a pocket knife. The homeless guy, he had a pocket knife. So Corey now like stabs him with it while they were struggling. So Corey now runs off. So he now goes to Jamie Lee Curtis' home, because Jamie Lee Curtis lives with her granddaughter Allison. So he now goes there. So Jamie Lee Curtis like sees him staring at the house from the window, and he kind of like, it mimics the way Michael Myers did that in the very first movie back in, I think, 1979 or so, the very first Halloween movie. So Jamie Lee Curtis now gets this unsettling feeling. So she now goes outside of her home, like freaking out, like this guy is behaving like the way Michael Myers behaved when he first started stalking her. So when she now comes out, she doesn't see him, like he disappeared. Then she now like turns around to go back into the house, and he now kind of like scares her from behind. So she now like freaks out. So he's like, "I'm sorry, I'm looking for Allison. Like she's not here." So she now gets this really bad vibes off of him. Like he's like kind of like he's behaving like, or like he's becoming Michael Myers or something. So she now like, my granddaughter's not around. Like, this. Are you okay? Like something is off about you. She now said, no, like he's fine. He just needs to speak to Allison. So he now goes to look for her at the hospital where she works, because she works as a nurse. So then he now like tells her like he killed someone, but he didn't tell her it was that old guy from the old homeless man. He now tells her about the little boy. He now takes her to the house of the couple where the incident happened, because the couple now moved out of that house because of they couldn't live there because of the memory of what happened, how the son died. So the house is now like it's abandoned. So they now go there. He now explains the whole situation to her, how that thing happened. So she like she understands that the whole town blames her and her grandma for what happened in the town because of Michael Myers killings and all of that. So she knows what that's like to be bullied and be looked at a certain way by people. So they now go to this restaurant to eat and talk some more. And while they're there, there's this guy who what's her name? Allison went on a date with. He now comes over to talk to her, like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. I thought our date went great, but like you didn't call me. She now said, yeah, but she's with someone else now. So he now looks at the person and sees that it's this Corey guy who killed, because it's a small town, everyone knows about the incident that he killed that little boy. So so the guy now like kind of starts talking to her rudely. So Corey now like stands up on his feet, like like challenges the guy. So the guy now like freaks out a bit. Now like kind of like walks away, goes back to meet his friends that he was eating with. So they now ask him like, do they want him to take care of Corey for him? So he now said, don't worry, I'll handle it myself. So they now leave the restaurant. He now drops off Allison at home. Then that guy now follows him. So he now goes to that low bridge, to under that low bridge where Michael Myers is. He now goes there. So the guy now follows him. So he now goes into that sewer, and the guy follows him into the sewer. So there, Michael Myers now attacks the guy. So he now holds the guy down when Michael Myers kills him. And that's what Michael Myers like, I want you to show me how you do that. So Michael Myers now kills the guy. So he now like, okay, so now he gets it. So he now goes and kills this couple of people who work with Allison at the hospital, like her boss at the hospital, and another nurse that also works at the hospital, because Allison was up for promotion, but she got skipped over for this other nurse that works at the hospital, who's actually dating the boss. So that's kind of, now you get why she got the promotion. So he now goes and kills them, but he kills the boss, but he's unsuccessful in killing the nurse. So Michael Myers shows up there and kills the nurse while Corey's watching. So like they're not like working like a duo, killing. So Corey now goes to look for Alice, and now tells her that they should leave the town. They should blow this town and leave. So they now agree. But she's feeling reluctant to leave her grandmother. Like, what's she gonna do without me? Like, she doesn't think she's gonna be able to survive without her. So my Jamie Lee Curtis now goes to see Corey. Now tells him that I don't like your relationship with my granddaughter. Like, something is off about you. I want you to leave her alone. She's not right for you. She's like, you need help. You need to go and seek psychological help. Like, your something is wrong. Something is off about you. So he's now like, if I can't have her, no one can. So she now felt like, okay, now it's a threat. So she now leaves. So when Corey now goes back to the sewer, now fights Michael Myers, and now takes his mask, and now goes and kills this radiocaster at his radio station, because the guy taunted him, about how he killed that little boy and all that. So he now goes and kills the receptionist, and then kills the radio guy himself, and even goes and kills his own mother, because she's also been like hard on him, been mocking him and teasing him and all that. She's been kind of like harsh on him. So ever since the whole incident, so he now kills her as well, and he now goes for those high school kids that were bullying him. He now kills them as well. So he now comes for Jamie Lee Curtis. So, but before he comes there, Jamie Lee Curtis now sees her granddaughter Allison packing her things to leave with Corey. So she's like, this boy is not right for you. Something is wrong with him. You have to stay away from him. Break it off with him. Like, something isn't right. He needs help. So she's like, no, you're the one. Everywhere you go, disaster follows. I've lost my parents because of you. So like, I'm leaving. So she now walks out. So Jamie Lee Curtis now, so she has this feeling that she knows that because of the threats that Corey is going to come for her, because she knows that she's not going to let her granddaughter go easily, and she's going to be like something holding the granddaughter back. So Corey now came for her in her home. So she now shoots at Corey, and when Curry now like, falls to the ground, she now unmasks him because he's wearing the Michael Myers mask. So she now unmasks him. So she now sees it's Curry. So she now tells her like, you can have my granddaughter, like you can't have her. So he now tells her like, if I can't have her, then no one can. So he now cuts because he now hears the granddaughter coming home. So he now stabs himself in the throat. And just then then I don't know why she did that. Jamie Lee Curtis now takes the knife and pulls it out. And just that moment, the granddaughter now walks in, now sees her boyfriend on the ground, and Jamie Lee Curtis in the knife in her hands. She's like, you killed, you killed him. Then she now storms out of the house. So she's like, no, you don't understand, you don't understand. So she now leaves. So just then, she's now feeling all bad about it and all that. She now hears movement in her house. Then Michael Myers now reaches out his hand, now takes back his mask and now puts it on. So Jamie Lee Curtis now realizes like, Michael now is in the house. So she now runs and hides in the closet. So he's now looking for her. So they now like duke it out. They now start fighting and fighting in the kitchen using knives. So she now pins him in the kitchen table. Then her granddaughter now comes back. Now sees her fighting, pin down Michael Myers. So together they now like pin him down. Then she now slits his throat. They did not call the police, so they now give Michael Myers a procession. They now like blow the sirens and like tie his body to the top of her car, to Jamie Lee Curtis' car. So she and her granddaughter like driving in her car with Michael Myers like tied on the top of it, his dead body. And you see the police giving them like a procession, blowing the sirens. Everyone in town now comes out, all these victims, the whole town comes and follows them, and they now go to the junkyard and now put his dead body in this machine to like crush cars and crush metals, and now put his body on it. Then Jamie Lee Curtis now stands there and pushes his body into the shredder, and the granddaughter now pulls the lever and he crushes his body. So now like it's over and all of that, like there's now peace and all that. So that's kind of like where the movie wraps up. So it was very, very interesting. So if you have not seen it, go watch it. If you're a fan of the Halloween movies, go check it out. It's very, very interesting. It's out on Peacock. It's out on streaming on Peacock. And it's also out in theaters as well. So if you want to watch it at home, you can watch it at home. If you want to go watch it in theaters, you can do that as well. So that's it for this video. If you've enjoyed the video, please like my video. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. If you watched the movie, comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch the movie and then comment. Let me know what you thought about the movie. So that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.